Look, this case was brought to us, to our attention, by members of the public who felt aggrieved, concerned, indignant about this case. So we wrote to the minister on the 7th of this month, asking him the reason as to why this young lady, who was a previous homeowner, had been given an allocation, when the policy is that people who are homeowners or were homeowners are not even entitled to be on the waiting list in order to purchase one of those so-called affordable flats under the scheme. And in this case, not only was she, well, I don't know whether she was allowed to stand on the list or not, but she's been given a direct allocation, which seems to be the case. Now, if the allegations that we have are true, I think that the minister should come out publicly and explain the whole situation surrounding this very odd.
Could you not have dealt with the government discreetly instead of bringing this out into the public light? You could be accused of spearheading a bit of a witch hunt against an individual.
Well, we did write to the minister on the 7th, and he hasn't replied. And we said to him in the letter that before deciding whether to go public or not, we should expect an answer from him. He hasn't replied, so now we think we are duty-bound to come out publicly. Even more so when the concerns were brought to our attention by members of the public, and the public also want to know what has happened. You must also remember that this case seems to have been dealt with very promptly, within a year, if I'm correct. Whereas on the other hand, we have people who have been waiting for years on end to be given an allocation. And we're talking about people who are on the social list, medical list, urgent cases, and yet they have to wait for years.
When you have to bring matters like this out into the public for an individual which may not be entitled to a flat according to the rules, but may well be deserving of one ethically, do you reckon that there's something wrong with the system?
If there is something wrong with the system, then the system needs to be put right, and the public told as to why this has happened. I mean, we're talking about transparency, we're talking about fairness, we're talking about a level playing field, and the people want to know, and we want to know, and the government is duty-bound to give an explanation.